The rain fell incessantly as David secured his jacket tighter against the brisk wind, maneuvering a squeaky grocery cart through the puddles, while his 6-year-old daughter, Emily, pulled at his hand, her pink rain boots splashing with innocent joy. David looked down at her, mustering a smile despite the burden of eviction notice and unpaid bills tucked in his pocket. "Daddy, look," Emily exclaimed, pointing across the street to a shiny black car with its hazard lights blinking. Beside it stood a woman, shivering under a flimsy umbrella while holding a phone, her face etched with an unmistakable expression of helplessness and frustration. David hesitated. He was already running late for a job interview, his first in weeks. But then Emily's little voice chimed in. She looked sad and said, "Maybe we can help." With a sigh, David nodded. "Let's go check it out." "Kiddo." They crossed the street, and David approached the woman, who looked up with a mix of relief and apprehension. "Flat tire?" he asked. "Yes," she answered, brushing damp hair away from her face. "I called roadside assistance, but they're taking forever, and I have an important meeting." David rolled up his sleeves. "No need to wait. I can change it for you." The woman blinked, startled. "Are you sure? It's pouring, and you're with your daughter." He interrupted her with a reassuring smile. "It's no trouble. I've done this 100 times. Emily held the umbrella over her dad as he worked, cheerfully chatting with the woman. "My daddy's really good at fixing things. He says kindness is free, so we should share it with everyone." The woman chuckled, her tension easing. "You've got a smart kid there." In less than 15 minutes, the spare tire was on. David stood, soaked but smiling. "You're all set." The woman opened her wallet, pulling out a crisp $100 bill. "Let me pay you for your trouble." David shook his head. "No need, just happy to help." She regarded him curiously, taking note of his worn-out shoes, the patched jacket, and the small hand clasping his. "At least let me give you a ride. You're soaked." David hesitated. "We're actually headed to an interview." "Then that makes it even more of a reason to hop in." She insisted. Reluctantly, David agreed. During the drive, the woman introduced herself as Claire Anderson, and David recognized her name from local news. She was the CEO of a major tech company. But he said nothing, choosing instead to focus on calming Emily, who was excitedly discussing their adventure. When they arrived at the small office building, Claire asked for his name and phone number in case she had another flat tire. David handed her a scrap of paper, thanked her once more, and rushed inside, not wanting to be late. The twist: 2 weeks passed. David didn't get the job, and the eviction notice loomed closer. He sat at the kitchen table with his head in his hands when his phone buzzed, showing an unknown number. "Hello? David? It's Claire Anderson. Do you have a moment to talk?" His heart raced. "Of course. I couldn't stop thinking about your kindness that day." Claire said, "I looked into your situation and found out you're an experienced mechanic. My company is opening a new branch, and we need someone trustworthy to lead the maintenance team. It's a salary position with benefits." Interested, David could barely breathe. "Are you serious?" "Very. And there's one more thing," Claire added. "I've set up a scholarship fund for Emily. She'll have the opportunity to attend any college she chooses when the time comes." Tears welled in David's eyes as he stammered his thanks. The climax: a month later, David stood in front of his new team, wearing a crisp uniform with the company logo embroidered on it. Emily beamed from the break room, munching on a snack provided by the company's daycare. As he walked to his car after his first successful day, David found a note tucked under the wiper blade. It read, "Kindness is free, but its impact is priceless. Thank you for reminding me of that. Claire." The conclusion: David looked up at the sky, the setting sun breaking through the clouds. His act of kindness had altered the course of his life, proving that sometimes the smallest gestures can create the biggest ripples. And in that moment, he understood that no matter how tough life got, leading with a generous heart would always light the way forward.